we have Ari Malz, who is going to be a student intern. He's a freshman at Edgemont High School, and he's going to give a very short presentation about the importance of fighting anti-Semitism, and he's going to be volunteering as an intern. Ari?
Give him a moment.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, good evening. My name is Ari Malz. I'm a freshman at Edgemont Junior Senior High School. I'd like to thank Supervisor Feiner and the Greenberg Town Board for the opportunity to speak with you tonight in support of the legislation condemning anti-Semitism. The issue of anti-Semitism is very important to me and who I am. The Nazis murdered many members of my family during the Holocaust. My great-grandparents were survivors of the Nazi death camps, including Auschwitz and Dachau. My paternal grandfather was born in a displaced persons camp in Feldafing, Germany. My maternal grandmother was also born in a displaced persons camp in Eschwege, Germany. They immigrated to the United States without any grandparents, uncles, aunts, or uncles. Their relatives, my relatives, were among the 6 million Jews murdered as part of Hitler's final solution, 1/3 of the entire Jewish population. As a descendant of Holocaust survivors, I am what the Nazis were ultimately trying to destroy. I've become increasingly alarmed by the rise of anti-Semitism in this country. The Tree of Life Synagogue, a Jersey City kosher market, a rabbi's home in Muncie, and in just the last month, a synagogue in Texas. These are just many of the Jewish institutions where anti-Semites sought out and committed violence against Jews, including mass murders, hostage taken, and in recent years. And yes, anti-Semitism exists in our beloved Greenberg. Last year, a student used a derogatory word for Jews in my presence. When I asked him not to say that, he used it again. I was taken aback, but did not take any further action. Like many before, I'd assumed that anti-Semitism would go away simply by ignoring it. I now think that the opposite approach is required. We need to identify anti-Semitism when it occurs and condemn it. We need to have educational programs that teach about anti-Semitism and the Holocaust. Holocaust Remembrance Day was January 27, 2022. Did anybody hear a word about it? We need to track the incidence of anti-Semitism in our community because we know that the failure to act has led to some of the darkest stages of our history. It's easy to forget that Jews are just 2% of the entire population in the United States and just 0.2% of the population in the world. We need your help. We need to come together as a community to take a stand against anti-Semitism. In conclusion, anti-Semitism is antithetical to everything we are and everything we aspire to be. I strongly encourage you to pass this legislation condemning anti-Semitism. I also look forward to making the goals of this legislation reality. Thank you.
Thank you. Very meaningful presentation, and really appreciate your comments, and look forward to working with you in the coming months. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Great.